Hey, what's up, studs? Ryan here. We're MandRproductions, and today I'm reviewing the 2019 LEGO Star Wars Death Star Escape. This is a $30 set in the United States that has 329 pieces. Your three minifigures being the Stormtrooper, Princess Leia, and Luke Skywalker. This recreates one of the more famous scenes from Star Wars A New Hope, where Luke and Leia cross the cavern to get from one side of the Death Star pathway to the other. The pathway on this particular set is retractable, makes for some fun playability, and you also have these large things that extend upwards so that Luke can attach his anchor to the top and allow them to swing back and forth. While I will say the feature doesn't work as good as you may think, it's still decent. Not bad box art. It does just look like a floating playset though there on the picture. You have the picture here on the side that kind of has that gradient that I really like. On the back side of the box, you'll find all the playability features as well as an action shot of Leia trying to shoot a Stormtrooper. And there are some fun features on this set as well as some cool little details. So we'll bring over the minifigures first and take a look at them. The instruction manual, just like other 2019 LEGO sets, has this QR code on the bottom right. If you have the LEGO Life app, you scan the QR code, you can get the instructions on your iPad, your iPhone, or whatever it may be. Pretty normal LEGO building instructions, and in the back, you'll find an advert for some other 2019 LEGO Star Wars sets. If you want to see reviews of these sets, you can find them on my channel. Let's bring over those figures. Our first minifigure here is the regular Stormtrooper, which has a brand new helmet for 2019. You can get this helmet for the regular Stormtrooper in both this set and the Junior's X-Wing, so both $30 sets. You don't have to go really high to get the new Stormtrooper helmet. Unfortunately, with the new helmet, the one downside is going to be that you can't turn the helmet. Like, it just is stuck there. Like, it doesn't turn past 90 degrees. If you lift it up, you could place it down, but then it looks really awkward. You can see from the side angle, not the greatest look. So that is a killer for me. I think that's the reason a lot of people are going to dislike the Stormtrooper helmet, much less so the look of the new face compared to what is one of the old ones here. This particular one is from 2010, but the concept of the Stormtrooper helmet has not really changed since 1999, rather, when LEGO Star Wars actually first released. The mold hasn't changed. However, they finally changed the mold, and probably for the worse for a lot of people. If you look, the torso print and the leg print is really awesome. Like, they've done a good job. There's a lot of good details on there. You have a regular Star Wars blaster there and some nice printing around back. Underneath the helmet, you'll find a regular angry Stormtrooper face, and he's probably angry because he has a dumb new helmet. You can see the inside of the helmet. I actually hadn't looked at the inside here, but it's all black on the inside. It's dual molded, all black on the inside, or mostly all black on the inside, and that is going to shine through there. That's what makes it have the eyes, and that's pretty cool, but unfortunately it just doesn't look the best externally, in my opinion. Next up, we have Princess Leia, who has a pretty quirky little grin there, a little eyebrow raise as well. Not a bad looking figure. LEGO, of course, does their typical print on the chest there where they kind of indent a little bit to make it look more feminine, which isn't bad. No print on the legs or anything, just a typical torso for Princess Leia, nothing insane. She has a regular blaster as well, just like the Stormtrooper. Around back, you'll see her hood is down, and you can also see those ponytails or pigtails. What are they? I don't remember what the... buns, that's the word. She has buns. And that's what her hair looks like. So not a bad mold by LEGO. Underneath you will find a second expression. Still got that eyebrow raise going on, but a much more war hungry, like battle ready type of grin. I like it. I think it looks decent, and that's the Princess Leia minifigure. On to our third and final minifigure in Luke Skywalker. So this is Luke, the way they show him on the box. He's wearing a utility belt, which is kind of similar to what you see in the movie, so I like that. His leg print is nice. He has a little belt print there. Unfortunately, the prints kind of get a little messy in there between them putting the extra piece between his legs and his torso and then them still having the printing there that would normally be there if that piece wasn't there. I think that looks a little bit awkward on this figure. Otherwise, no real complaints about the figure. He has a regular blue lightsaber. He has a nice looking face with, of course, the newer Luke Skywalker hairpiece, which actually looks really good. It's got a really nice flow to it. If we take that off, you'll see his back face is a little bit more stern than the one we have on the front there. And he does have an extra little backpack piece that has the little anchor that allows you to connect him up and fly and whatever with Leia. And the way you just attach that is to take this, pop that on. It's got a little handle on the back that Leia is going to hold on to. Then you're going to throw his head on there. And then lastly, his hair piece. And that's how you kind of throw that on there. And now he's got the little anchor piece, and he's got a little handle for Leia to hold on to so that they can both go flying across the ravine. Although it's not too big a ravine, it's just a small ravine, but that's how you can attach them up. You do put Leia down lower, which we'll do when we actually get into the set, but that's just kind of showing the proof of concept there. Overall, I'm quite pleased with the 3 figures you get in this set for $30. I think a lot of original trilogy fans will be happy with this selection. This is it, and it has to be one of the least displayable LEGO Star Wars sets I have ever seen. There's nothing wrong with that. This set is really supposed to be a play set. It's the Death Star Escape. You're just supposed to really play with it, but it just doesn't look that great on display. So if you're buying the set to put it on display, I would highly recommend against that. That being said, it does have some really cool play features. We'll start off here on the close end to us with the ladder. The ladder allows your Stormtrooper to climb on up, fictitiously, of course. You don't really climb up, and then he gets over here and he's on his control panel, so he can work the controls for this Death Star door, or rather possibly the pathway behind him. The one thing that doesn't really make sense to me is that he's not facing what he's working on, so like how can he see when the thing moves? I don't know. I assume that's what the control panel's for, just because it's a very confined space here. But the control panel has a standard print that we've seen before on LEGO Star Wars sets, so nothing surprising there. Now there is a feature with this bit of the Stormtrooper's station, and it has to do with this little knob here. You can notice the Stormtrooper moving. If I turn the knob, you get the hint possibly. So if we back this up, it'll give you guys a better idea. If you turn the knob to the right, you can get the Stormtrooper to fly off, which is a decent feature. I like it. I think they've done a decent job integrating that. It's very hidden, other than the fact that it's got this bright red knob, so you know where to turn it, and you don't forget about it, but pretty cool. It kind of, the good thing about it is he doesn't go too far away, so if you do it even softer, he will fall within the Death Star escape and he can plunge to his death, which is kind of cool, as opposed to just falling away from the playset. So I do like that. That's a nice little section. Underneath that section, you actually have a little mouse droid house or something. There's a spot for a mouse droid in there. If we find our mouse droid, there's a mouse droid included. It's got holes that go through its wheels there, and it fits right in there. So that's your mouse droid house, and you can push him out from the back there. There is it goes all the way through there. You guys can see my finger there. So yes, the mouse droid has a house. I've never seen it before in a LEGO Star Wars set, but yes, we have a mouse droid house. And again, you can just push the mouse droid out, and it actually rolls out pretty nicely, just perfectly there and off my table when you hit it. Over here we have a little section where you can store your Stormtrooper binoculars, and you can also store his weapon, which we have over here. So you have a couple of clips there. The backside is pretty empty with some trans red studs just to make it look a little bit more evil, I suppose. You can take it off that stud, or you can just leave it on there. It's probably my least favorite part about the set. It's just this little bit. I don't really understand what it's for. Right above the mouse house there, we have a little control panel of some sort. Inside the Death Star doorway here, we have that same exact control panel, and it's a little bit more lopsided than that one, but same exact control panel, same concept. In between the Stormtrooper place and the doorway where Luke and Leia are going to come out of, we actually have a pretty nice cavern in all black. It's just supposed to like go down a ways, I guess, but obviously they didn't want to make it a super tall playset, so they just kind of made it a black floor there to kind of get the point across, which I'm all for. I think that actually looks pretty good. The doorway is nice and rectangular, tiled off. I like what they've done here, and you actually do have a pathway which can bridge the gap. If you guys watch Who is America, you'll find that a little funnier than you might otherwise. But yes, you can bridge the gap with this little pathway here. It kind of lines up nicely with what you already have on this side, and I'm a big fan of it. I think it's a nice integration. I've never really seen something like this in a LEGO set. It does kind of clip in there, so you are going to have to pull it back. Again, see how it's kind of clipped in there? I can't pull it away. It does clip in underneath there as we knock something else away to some degree. And then if you want to pull it away, you really have to pull it away. You just can't turn the set while it's in there. So you got to pull it away and then you can turn it. So that is a nice little kind of hidden feature of having this there. I like what they've done there so that you can't just rip this away. I don't know. That's the pathway. It's nice. It's solid. It's actually got a lot of friction as you move it back and forth. I don't know how else to explain that. This is another issue I've had. I've had that happen twice now where this has fallen off the bottom. So just keep that in mind. This is what the bottom looks like. I kind of wish they had put the inverted tiles on the bottom. They usually do that with sets like these where it'll keep these together or keep things like this together. I guess you can't put it there because this has to fold out, but I just wish they had put a little bit of something down here to keep that together, and maybe I'll do it myself because that's going to be a problem if we don't. Anyway, with the pathway engaged here, we can have Luke and Leia hang from our, whatever these are up here. They're something to do with maybe the machinery of the Death Star. I have no idea. And you can just drop your anchor in there. It's going to clip on in, and then you have Luke and Leia just hanging across. Obviously, it'd be more accurate if we had the pathway detached there. And you have Luke and Leia, they can swing across from one side to the other. You can see stand them there, and they kind of swing across. It's not the best feature ever. And okay, so we'll do this. We'll lift the door up. You just lift it up, and it kind of locks into place here. See how that works? And then if you want to drop the door down, you just press this and it goes down. So I did want to just lift the door up so we can put them a little bit further back. If you pull them further back, and then we're going to release them. Again, it's not the best feature, like I said. It doesn't work as well as you might hope. Luke's got his lightsaber out getting in the way too. What the hell, Luke? So they just kind of hang there. There's nowhere for them to, like, you can't like jump on the other side. If you pull that off, then you can have them fall down, and somehow they are standing up. Somehow they are standing up. Please explain to me how Leia is holding Luke. I've never seen anything like it. I actually didn't expect them to stand up when I put them down. Oh my god, that is insane. Leia is holding... Leia might be the strongest woman in the world. Maybe Leia has Jedi powers. I don't know, man. Yeah, we all know she has the Force anyway, but... Alright, so, moving on. I do want to take a look at this door again. I want to talk more about this mechanism because I think it's awesome. So again, you just do that, and the door goes down. You do that, the door goes up. Bang, 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 bang. This is like the most fun thing on this set, like, period. Like, this is a great mechanism. I will say it does get a little bit sloppier back here compared to how kind of finished off. Okay, we're just going to keep that out of the way. How finished off this side of the set looks. You can notice a few more Technic axles kind of sticking out there, as well as the back side of some pieces, and it just gets a little bit uglier on this end, but definitely you're going to be displaying it. If you are displaying it, you're going to be displaying it in this position or in some sort of position like this, in the open position. I like that you get two options with this set. I love the foldability of this set. I think that's nice and allows for different orientations of the set, which I think a lot of people will appreciate, even if you don't know that yet, especially for trying to fit it into different spaces with your display of LEGO Star Wars sets. That might help. But overall, I think this is a really good playset. For $30 and the minifigures you get, I think you will be very happy. Luke and Leia are excellent minifigures. I think anyone would be happy with those. And of course, you get the new Stormtrooper helmet, and whether you like it or not, this is a good, cheap way to get it. I personally don't like it. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't like it. In fact, vote on the poll right now, top right. Do you like the new Stormtrooper helmet? Hopefully I remember to put that in the video, but that should be there. Vote on that. Let me know whether you like the old one or the new one better. I personally like the old one, not to sway your opinion or anything, but that's my opinion on that. So let me know what you guys think about this set in the comment section below. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I like the concept. I just feel like the execution of the swinging motion isn't there. Everything else is there on this set though. Every other play feature is really nice. I love the door mechanism. Love the little mouse droid house. I can see a lot of potential for that if you're a younger person and you want to play with this. I think that could be really fun. I find this to be an issue where I just keep knocking it off, so I don't like that. But otherwise, 8 out of 10 is going to be the score for me on this set. Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the review. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and check out my other LEGO Star Wars 2018 set reviews, as well as a speed build of this video. Links down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.